What is going on, UC Kayak freaks? Check it out. Today, down here in the dungeon, we're going to give you a little review of one of my favorite kayaks, the Zegul Arrow Play. But you don't like your subscribe. It's fine, broski. Just click that. Anywho, full disclosure, I bought this boat with my very own money. I found it in a guy in New Jersey from Sandy Hook Kayaks, and I just called them up and negotiated the price. So I got a little bit of a deal. I threw him some promos along the way, but I bought it brand new. It was a leftover model, so it was already a few years old by the time I got it. I purchased it in 2022 when I first moved here to Connecticut. It was my first full composite sea kayak. So here we go. So the Zegul Arrow Play is a full-size sea kayak. It comes in just under 17 feet, 21.5 inches wide, about 55 pounds, with significant rocker. It is a fiberglass laminate boat with A-core composite. It makes it for a really durable build. And then it's gel coat on the outside. So let's talk about the hull design. So the hull is relatively flat on the bottom. It's what they call a shallow arch. The boat has a hard chine, and it has a very good amount of rocker. So the rocker is basically the tip up from nose to tail on the boat. The chine is the edge of the boat where it comes down to meet the bottom. And having a harder chine is going to give you a lot of stability, a lot of control. You're edging on a really stable platform. Boats that have a hard chine turn very well and are very maneuverable. So you can edge this Arrow Play and you can spin the boat in a circle even at 17 feet. Just edges like a dream and super stable. Especially when doing rescues and re-entering the boat. That hard chine is going to give you added stability when you're popping up on your back deck, as well as just paddling. It might not be the most efficient hull to paddle on flatwater, but when conditions get worse or get rough, a hard chine boat with a lot of rocker is just going to eat all that chop, all that swell, and be able to maneuver properly in it. So this rocker just makes it very responsive. So I paddle the Zegul Arrow Play medium volume, which just gives it a little more volume up front. I find the boat to be very comfortable. It's got a fiberglass seat. The back band that's in it is pretty comfortable. Also, I haven't changed it. It's actually the plastic style with the pad, and that's what I prefer. I like it. It works for me. It might not work for you, but I don't feel like it needs to be changed. There's a lot of things that I find need to be changed in boats, and that wasn't one of them. I do have hip pads in there. I just run jacks and hip pads. I put them in pretty much all my boats that I just want to feel a little tighter, more comfortable in, and the fit of it for me personally, I think is perfect. I'm about 5'10", 175 on a good day, and the thigh braces fit well. The seat with the pads hold me in there well, and it makes it for a really comfortable boat to play and paddle. The Zegul Arrow Play has adequate storage for multi-day trips and adventures, lots of volume up front, lots of volume in the back, and a really nice day hatch and a really nice whiskey hatch. Whew. 92 liters in the bow, 64 liters in the stern, 39 liters on the day hatch, and then the mini has a 5 liter. So the whiskey hatch, actually the one right in front of you, really nice big opening, easy to get to. You can get a full-size iPhone in there, and all kinds of stuff. And it stays dry. Almost every single hatch in there stays dry, unless I'm really like rolling or like doing something in some seriously rough conditions. Most of the time I don't find any water in the kayak. When I first got it, there was a little spot where they missed the silicone up in the top corner where the day hatch is, like behind the seat area. because I was getting water in there and I was like, that's just not normal. Like, I don't have the bulkheads in it drilled or anything. Then I remember, I don't believe I do. But after I put a little silicone in there, fixed it, bone dry. And to tell you the truth, that's like one of the number one things I like in a sea kayak, is knowing when I peel that hatch off, everything in there's dry. You know, you want to use dry bags and all that jazz, but throwing it out there, I've had other kayaks that are not dry, and dry bags are 100% mandatory. This boat, I would throw my iPhone in the whiskey hatch, pop the cover on it, paddle in rough conditions, and not really be concerned of water even getting in there. Who's the boat for? So I wouldn't say that it's for a novice. Obviously, if you're spending money on, you know, a fiberglass style sea kayak, you have fell in love with the sport, or you just got so much money that you don't care about it. But this boat's probably still going to be for intermediate paddler, although I feel like somebody that is paddled a regular kayak before and might be transitioning into sea kayaking, it would be a really good boat for them to get in and get acquainted with, especially if you're in a spot where you might be paddling some rougher conditions. I paddle Long Island Sound. I know that there's going to be boat wake, there's going to be fetch from wind swell, and all that jazz. So I go out early in the morning, maybe flat, in an hour, you know, it's 1 foot chop, 2 foot chop. So it's a good boat to have for when you might be facing rough conditions, and even on flat water. It's really smooth, it's really fun to just edge, and it turns so well with like a low brace turn. You're gonna look so cool. And that's all that really matters. My overall opinion on the boat is it's my favorite boat. It's well worn in. I put plenty of miles on, probably 200 or more. It's really good for rescues. It's really good for learning edging, as well as getting intermediate and advanced into edging. The boat rolls like a dream. You'll see it in pretty much every pool session video that I've got. Given the extra nose and tail rocker, you got a boat that looks like a banana. When you turn that thing upside down, you know what I mean? It already wants to kind of roll to one side or the other. So it's a really good boat to learn how to roll in. Just the regular one would probably be a little more fitting. But I've outfitted the medium volume to fit me well, and it's comfortable. I have just a little more space to move around in. I'm not totally 100% locked in it, but it's actually been one of my favorite companions for paddling, and just an absolute joy for me to paddle. Like, there's no BS on this channel. Like, this is truth. I'm not trying to sell this to you. I could care less if you buy one. I don't have a discount code for it. But here's the thing is, Zegul has recently been purchased, so we're not sure where it's going from here. I'm pretty sure they got purchased by WIG Kayaks. So WIG makes some cool stuff like the Hunter, which when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that kind of looks like an Arrow Play. That's my world. So I actually would like to get one of those boats in to kind of test the WIG Hunter out, just to see what it feels like. So we'll see where they go from here. I've always been a big fan of Zegul. They're not going to be made in Estonia anymore. I'm pretty sure the new company is in Poland. So I've saw them put out a few boats already, and they look similar to what they've been doing. We'll see where they go from there. If you could find a used one of these, bro, I'm telling you. Or you could check out my boy in Jersey. You guys know I'm originally a Jersey boy, even though I'm out here living in the sound life. Check out Brandon at Sandy Hook Kayaks. Tell him Johnny sent you. Get yourself a Zegul. I'm sure he's got a few leftovers also. Check it out. Anywho, like and subscribe, would you? If you got any comments or questions, I got nothing better to do than to answer them if I can. Check you later.